ng impormasyon at komunikasyon ng Clark Development Corporation ang ibabahagi namin sa inyo dito sa Clark in Focus. Alamin ang mga ginagampanang tungkulin ng Communications Division ng CDC sa pangunguna ng manager nito na si Anthony Emmanuel G. Tulabot.
I started in the early 1990s. I first worked at Philippine Information Agency. At the same time, sinabay ko na yung practice ko in private media as a columnist din ng isang local newspaper. And then eventually, I became a correspondent of a national daily. Column din ako sa mga ibang local papers, including a short stint as a stringer sa DZMM 1995. Transfer na ako dito sa Clark Development Corporation. First as information officer. Isa sa mga tigagawa ng mga press releases, speeches, General David. Since 95 up to this time, I'm here as part of the PR or Communications Office of CDC. I started from the ranks. I still consider myself as one of those in the ranks pa naman eh. I must admit there's this yung pressure, especially trying to fill in the shoes that was left by the late Sonny Lopez, who was also my boss. Providential na rin, things I learned through the years. I think I was able to deliver naman the kind of job that was expected of me insofar as corporate PR is concerned. The Freeport and the CDC executives, to put it in a street slang, yung pogi points. Yung pogi points para sa Clark, meaning yung Freeport, pogi points para sa korporasyon, at pogi points pa rin sa mga namamahala dito. May mga avenues naman tayo in doing that, meaning print, broadcast, may radio and TV program tayo, Facebook, social media, YouTube. Sa print, meron tayong yung daily press releases, whether it's a photo or news release, nilalabas natin yan as much as possible daily. Meron tayong yung publication ng Clark Monitor. Ito yung monthly publication na dinidistribute sa mga locators. Sa broadcast, we have Clark in Action, which is simulcast station sa cable. Separately, meron tayong TV program, it's called Clark in Focus. Ito yung weekly na pinapalabas sa dalawang TV station. One is TV3, ito yung sa ACCTN, tsaka yung sa CLTV 36, which is a free TV also, channel allocation on Signal. So ito, doon pinapalabas ang Clark in Focus na nagpi-feature ng iba't ibang mga locators natin sa Clark, at saka yung mga iba't ibang mga tourist destination natin dito. Meron din tayong ibang mga projects like mga ABPs na ginagawa for marketing or in support of the marketing efforts, mga presentations. There's a big project coming up, yung Clark Gazette, which is a book form, a coffee table book that will highlight CDC's existence in the last 25 years. We're hoping that this will be released next year in time for the celebration of the first 25 years of Clark Development Corporation. Communications Division is made up of three major sections or functions na rin, One is the creative part, two, the media relations, three, yung public affairs. Public affairs meaning yung aspect where we deal with community leaders, including the LGUs, yung mga mayors, congressmen, at we have this Metro Clark Advisory Council that serve as a sounding board of the local communities para sa CDC and even other government planners, The aspect on media relations, have to maintain a good rapport with the local media and at the same time, extend the network or expand the network with national. So there's always this challenge to explore or try to reach out with other media practitioners, especially in the national and even regional fronts, Doon sa creative aspect naman, of course, ito po yung pagpapalabas ng mga iba't ibang publications, iba't ibang mga collaterals, pagtulong na rin sa marketing efforts for CDC, the ABPs, audiovisual presentations. Sama na rin dyan yung radio and TV production pati. It's a tough job, but then I think it's fulfilling, especially in knowing that our messages get across the target public or the target audience. Challenge has always been to be able to balance, to reach out to the tri-media. Throughout the years, there have been a lot of issues in Clark, whether they're founded or fabricated. Again, the task of this office is to ferret out the truth or letting the public know the truth, the facts behind every issues thrown. In the past, like yung mga issues sa toxic waste, smuggling, issues on community concerns, on leadership. Yun yung mga sinasagot natin every now and then. How do we handle them? Of course, nothing could be more appropriate than to tell the public the truth. It's a tough job kasi kailangan mo rin yung intricacies, kailangan mo rin malaman yung dynamics ng isang issue. Ibig naman ang isang issue meron lang palang may gustong ibang bagay, may pakay na iba, may vested interest, especially in knowing who's behind one critical issue. Baka naman may hindi lang napagbigyan ng mga request. So, yon, mga ganon. Kapag ang isang boss natural, sincero, at marunong makisama, nagiging magaan yung trabaho sa PR. So, yun ang kagandahan naman. Yun nga, kapag ang kasama, in the case of Mr. Manangkil, who happens to have risen from the ranks then, kilalang kilala siya ng mga empleyado, ng mga locators, ng mga businessmen, ng mga LGU leaders. So, napakagaan ng trabaho. Kasi may mga criticisms naman na alam mo naman kung hindi lang nga lang napagbigyan. Then you have to know why it keeps coming back. Isa sa mga sikreto siguro kung bakit ang isang issue ay bumabalik. As to handling them, as a PR practitioner, wala nang maunad din pa kung harapin mo ito. Get to know the facts. Dig beyond what is on the surface. Baka naman kasi salita ka ng salita, tapos may ibang intervening or mga ibang issues na nakapaloob, nakapailalim pa underneath those issues.
So you have to dig deeper.
Yes. Kailangan alam mo yung buong story sa mga issues. Kumisan, of course, may mga power play dyan, may mga vested interest, may mga issues naman kasing, halimbawa kung issue lang ng mga, mga project. So, kailangan malaman mo rin kung saan may mali. Kung wala namang mali, then, again, you really have to come out with or without fault. You have to come out with something that the reading public, your target public must know. It's a tough job again, kasi kung minsan may mga inquisitive na media, may inquisitive na mga politiko. So, ang trabaho naman kasi natin hindi lang media, kundi we also deal with politicians who may have some issues. It is a 24/7 job. Hindi naman nga natutulog din ng balita Anytime an issue might erupt. When we say issues, ito yung mga nasa mainstream media. So, minsan online may puputok na balita kahit wala sa hard copies, pero online nandun yan. So, it's a 24/7 job. Sabado linggo may magtatanong din ng media, ano na nangyari sa ganito? Ano na nangyari sa ganyan? Hindi naman pwedeng, sabihin mo bang, hindi ka pwedeng magsabing, Sabado ngayon, pwedeng sa Lunes na lang kita sagutin. No, that's not gonna work. It's so hard to tell if we are meeting the expectations by merely saying yes or no. There has to be a measurement, a barometer. Ang barometers mo is siguro one, yung are you often hit in the media? If the answer is yes, I think in that case, kulang pa ang ginagawa. Kung ang sagot naman ay hindi, well, I think we must be doing something better. Just one of the barometers, o yung measurement natin. May mga ibang bagay din kasi, yun nga, minsan, happy ba yung stakeholders ng Clark? Kinakausap ka pa naman ng stakeholders mo, especially our locators inside Clark. Mga happy naman sila. So, I think it's part of the success in PR. I'm not saying PR as delivered by this office alone. No, it's not that. Meaning PR ng mga bosses din yan. How our bosses relate to them, being our stakeholders, our main clientele, So, at the same time, how employees relate to stakeholders. Of course, kung nakikita tayong nagsusuplado sa CDC, may mga siguradong masasabi sila. So, yun ang the overall PR success na sinasabi ko. Meaning, contribution ng mga bosses in their rapport or relationship or establishing goodwill, pati na yung mga empleyado natin. Support lang naman yung sa communications office na we feature this and that locator, we have this facility that can help them, we have these amenities, we have these good roads, connectivity. Yon, support lang naman yon. Bad publicity. You can always turn around a bad publicity into a good one. Nothing can defeat the creation of goodwill out of adversity. Adversity, there's always an opportunity. And that could always be applied in PR practice. Communications kasi in general is an evolving endeavor. There's always this challenge to reach out to all, to get your messages across. A successful communications practitioner should not be satisfied by having those messages sent across. Hindi, it does not end there. You have to know ano yung feedback. Whether they're happy or not, knowing that there's a feedback, it means you were able to get the message across. For those with inquiries, pwede po kayong magpunta sa Communications Division Office. Ito po ay nasa Building 2089, Cardinal Santos Avenue. Kung may mga questions po kayo, you can also call us at 045-599-6911. We can answer your queries doon po sa CDC FB page. We can be reached anytime, CDC Communications Division, and we are glad to help you po.
Inyo pong napanood ang panayam sa Manager ng Communications Division ng Clark Development Corporation na si Anthony Emmanuel G. Tulabot at manatiling nakaantabay sa Clark in Focus para sa mga mahahalagang impormasyon at talakayan tungkol sa Clark Freeport Zone.